Hi, it's the Cardboard Genius, and you're watching another tutorial on how to make something out of this wonderful thing we call cardboard. In this tutorial, I show you step by step, every single part of the way, how to make a nice little working windmill. It's pretty easy, and we learned some new techniques here, including how to use rubber bands to make, and how to make some pulleys. It's fun. Let's launch right into it. Now, I use two boxes here. You need a small box, something like this, to put the windmill on and to give you space so that you can hand crank the pulley. And then from there you need some scrap cardboard, and for that, to make the windmill, I use this larger box. But you can scrap together something. You don't need a whole lot of supplies, but a couple of objects to work as spindles are important. For that small one, you can use a pencil. And here's this larger one, and the sizes are I posted them on the screen there. And you see this, you can also, you might be able to get away with using paintbrushes for this, depending on how you work it. But I'll show you exactly what I did. First, let's make the base of the windmill. Really quite simple. So now watch this. I'm going to only cut through the top layer of the cardboard, the craft paper for these four. Watch, I'll do that in a second. I'm not sure if I already have, but did I do a video, or I'll have to do a video on that self-healing cutting mat. I love that mat. You know, I'll give you links on where to buy one and what I think about them. They make all different sizes, small ones and large ones. I love that cutting mat. But look, see this? Every 3 inches. And here's a nice little technique if you don't know already. You just cut through the top layer of craft paper so it stays together. You don't have to go forward and glue everything. You can just fold it like this and then glue it. And see that? That makes it quicker. And that's a technique we use a lot for different projects. So let's go ahead and do it. You know, I'm starting to accumulate videos here and tutorials, and so you might want to go through my playlist, go through my list of videos to see if there's something else you might want to make. And I also have tips and tools and stuff like that. And you know, I'm getting more and more videos. I love cardboard. I'm currently working on a book of cardboard projects. And you can see that cutting mat is on. You can see a little bit of a table underneath that cutting mat. That is actually a cardboard desk made out of cardboard. That's it. Cardboard, tape, glue. So that's, you know, and that tutorial, that video is here on this channel too. So there you go. There's the base of the windmill. Now let's make the windmill. Three inches by 6 inches, make 4 of those. And then reduce the top half of the windmill, I'll show you what I mean, by a 1/2 inch on each end. 1/2 inch there. 1/2 inch there. Now this will give us a nice shape. You can make your windmill straight, you know, rectangular, but it looks much better like this. Then go ahead and cut all 4 of those like this. Do all 4 of them. And how long will it take you to make this project? Well, you know, I'm not sure. I can't really judge it by how long it took me to make this project. I had to figure it out, and I had to, you know, had missteps and try to do different things, and I ended up making 2 of them. So, but, you know, I don't think this project would take you very long. And it's pretty unique in that it's a moving project. You know, I'll do more moving projects. I've got some ideas. And I may end up also writing a book on moving, what would you call it? Moving cardboard projects. I think that'd be a fun book. People would like that. So now we glue those four together onto our base. There's a couple of really wonderful things I like about cardboard is that, it's ubiquitous, it's everywhere. You can get cardboard, you can get really creative with it, and it's really very inexpensive. You have a few supplies on hand, glue, a glue gun, some paint, masking tape, and with just that and some free cardboard boxes that ship to you, the kids can have a nice afternoon of making things. So if you think that's a good idea and you like that, you accumulate cardboard boxes, save them, all different sizes, open them up, flatten them out and put them aside, and then save them for my channel to make some projects. And if you do like that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell button so you get notified when I post a new video. So now the top of the windmill. Now alternate the corrugations if you can. They go in one direction on one disc, say north-south, and on the second disc they go east-west. That's a standard strengthening technique. I have a video about that. And that will make the assembly stronger. And glue that right on the top there. YouTube has changed a lot over the past few years. They really don't pay anymore. So these videos, I make these videos because I love cardboard and for other reasons, but if you'd like to support my channel and help me, I will put a link in the description to my Patreon page where you can go and support me with either a small donation or a monthly donation. I appreciate it. I will keep the videos coming. So now the top piece there. And here's another technique that I've talked about in the past, is you cut through the craft paper, the top layer of craft paper, in the direction of all the corrugations, in the same direction as the corrugations. Make a series of cuts like this. And it's a really nice way to curve cardboard. Look at that. Now you can get some really nice curves on that. See that? There's the top of our windmill. So let's go ahead and glue it. Now the spindles for the pulleys. Oh, not yet. First let's glue that down to our box. You know, if you don't have a hot glue gun, you can still do this project. It just takes longer depending on the glue you have to dry. And that's okay. We're really in no hurry. Right? Windmills have been around for hundreds of years. Many, many years ago, I went to Holland and saw some windmills. They're really kind of neat. So there we go. So now a tip when it comes to using and putting in these dowels. I bought that dowel at Home Depot or Lowe's for like $1, and the smaller one is even cheaper. As a matter of fact, they have dowels at Walmart in the arts and crafts section. Maybe I bought them there. I forget. But they're really very inexpensive. And the longer one here, might be a challenge. The shorter one here, you can actually use a pencil if you wanted to, a round pencil. Would be fine. Or a wooden paintbrush. But one of the tricks to piercing those holes easily is I first sharpened the dowel and then used that to penetrate the hole, and makes it kind of easy. So now the windmill is the blades of the mill are actually 8 inches. And now the last step, the pulleys, and they're easy. Four discs that are 3.5 inches wide in diameter, and 2 discs that are 3 inches in diameter. And then you put them like this, right in the center. See? And there's one pulley, right in the center. And there's your second pulley, so go ahead and glue those together. And you can fudge those numbers. You don't have to do the same I do. If you wanted 4-inch pulleys or, 2.5-inch pulleys, you'd be fine. And then one of them, put a little handle on it like that. Glue in a little handle. Almost done. The last thing remaining is the rubber band. Now what you do is cut several rubber bands, just cut them, and then tie them together, knot them together until you get the length you need to properly power this windmill. I have a very large selection of rubber bands. I have bags and bags full of them. So I only needed 2 long rubber bands. I knotted them together and they were good. And you want a little bit of tension on the pulleys, but you don't want it to be too tight. But you'll get a feel for it real quick. Watch. Just a little bit of snugness. The nice thing about rubber bands is they grip really well. They have a lot of give in them. So there we go. And your windmill is done. Oh, I have lots more projects coming. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell. And if you like my work and you want more stuff, consider Patreon. Thank you.